Hello, it's Thursday, April 23rd, and today is seed starting day. So the first thing I need to do is to make my seed starting mix. So I'm going to start with some seedling soil, or whatever it's called. I'll just fill some, actually, I'll fill some into here, this container. Oh, I got a little bit too much. So here I've got my soil, and I'm gonna weigh this. And it's 400 grams. And this container here probably weighs 50, so I'll say 350 grams. And now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna have to add some worm castings and mycorrhizae and that stuff. So I'm gonna start with the worm castings. I'll just open the package. Be back in a sec. The package is opened up, and I'm gonna add 4.5 tablespoons of worm castings. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. It's only 4.5. Here you can see it. There. Now I'm just going to stir this around with my hands a bit. Mix this. I can turn off the scale. Make sure not to lose any dirt. All right. It's nicely mixed around. Now it's time for the mycorrhiza. Here's my mycorrhiza. Now just to open this package. I think it's like this. This is not how I expected it to look. But, all right. So we'll put in about 2 tablespoons of this. 2 teaspoons. 1. 2. We'll shut the mycorrhiza. Alright. Now I'll mix this around again. Why does the scale keep turning on? Alright. So this mycorrhiza also contains some humic acid as well as potassium and calcium. So just to give the baby plants an extra boost. All right, this is nicely mixed around. Now to add some soil activator. It's a mix of Bacillus subtilis, Bacillus amyloliquefacans, and Pseudomonas montelli. All right, so it's microorganisms, microbes. Now, just open this up. This, I believe, is a powder. Or is it? How does this even look? Oh, dusty. I'm gonna put in about a 1/4 teaspoon of this. Here. Lose a lot to the air. Got this again. Now just to mix it around once more. I actually thought I had trichoderma in it, but I guess not. Here. It's nicely mixed around. Not sure whether to add perlite or not, but it feels nice and loose, so I don't think so. But it's very dry, so I do want to add some water to it. Back in a moment. All right, I'm back with a glass of water. I'm just gonna add some of this to the mix. And start with that. Sort of mix this around. Break up the clumps. Add some more. That's a nice amount. Mix it around, break the clumps. I think I can add slightly more. There. I think that's good. Now I just need to mix it around. Alright, so I think this is pretty good. Now just to put this into my pot where the seeds are going to go into, but first I have to soak them. I'm still going to do that. So here's my pot, and I'll fill it in. Oh my goodness, barely takes up half of the space. Okay. I'll have to do some more. I'll just get rid of the soil off of my scale. All right, so here I've got my soil again. I don't know how much this is, 500 grams maybe. I'll just take 500 as a good example. I think it's 500. Now I'll put 5 or 6 tablespoons of these worm castings. Maybe I'll put 5 ones that are a little bit over. Maybe 4 that are like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 worm castings. And I don't think I'm going to mix it in after every step now because it's time consuming. I'll just flatten it out and add mycorrhizae. I'll take a teaspoon. 2 and a bit teaspoons. And put 2 heaping ones. Alright, now for this Bacillus, whatever blend, bacteriums. I'll take here's the bacteriums. I'll be using the 1/4 teaspoon, a heaping 1/4 teaspoon. There. I'll close this again. And now, mix this around. Maybe I should have put slightly less in. I think I'm going to add the water now, so put it down. There we are, the water. Mix it around, mix it around. Let's put some more water. So I'll take the soil. It doesn't drip at all, so add slightly more. That's all the water I got for now. Alright, that's pretty mixed around. Now, I'll take the soil, add it to my bucket. think I'll take a little out here. There we are. So, here's my bucket. Number 1. All right, now I'll put this down and do another one. I'm not going to show you how I do them all right now. So I'm going to stop the video and then I'll come back to it when I put my seeds in water. All right, I've done all 5 buckets. You can see them finished here. And now it's time to put the seeds in water for a half an hour. So I'll show you that. All right, so here are my seeds. You can see in my previous videos, I talked about my seeds. So here are my 2097 Kiss Some More, 2447 Katrupi with 2365 Wolf. So I'm gonna open these up and I'll touch the seeds. I think I've touched these before, but wow. So this is a 2097 Kiss Some More giant pumpkin seed. Great seed. Plop it in here. And the other one, since the packet came with two seeds, only 30 American dollars. Great. All right, so I've got my two 2097s in there. Now my 1776 Guncelis. Just open this up. All right, 3 seeds in here. Here are the 1776s. Nice seeds too. Put it in here. In here. And the last seed in here. Now just to set my timer to half an hour. And we're done for now. In my previous video where I talked about the seeds, I talked about the 1504 Guncelis. This one I'm going to plant a bit later because I don't have a hoop house for it, and there can still be frost in May here where I live. So I'll start that seed later. So yes, that is it. And I'll show you when I put them in the soil in a moment. All right, I'm back. It's been about 28 minutes since I put the seeds in water, and now it's time to take the seeds out of the water and put them into the soil. So I'm gonna start with one of my 2097s here. So push this into the soil, start the season. Here's my 2097. Get some more. Dig a little hole about 1 inch deep. Plop it in on a little angle. And put some soil on top. Now I'll take the 2090. Oh my god. 2097 and I'll put it back in. I did not lose the seed. I don't think. Just a moment. Yep, the seed's still in there. Is it on the right angle? Alright. Be more careful. 1776. I'm going to dig the hole. Take this seed, 1776 seed. Put it in. Let's see which one this is. This is another 2097, my last of the 2097s. Take the seed out, and I'll plop it in here. Okay, it's been 30 minutes now. All right, take the 2097 back in. And now these last two should be 1776s. Yeah, 1776. Dig the hole. It's like here, my 1776. idle right timer. Okay, now this is a 1776 too. Dig the hole. And my last seed is now in the soil. So now I'll just show you my tray actually. Yeah, one moment. So this is my tray with the seeds on them. And I'll bring these downstairs under the grow lights in a moment. So I'll see you in a few days when I start amending the patch. Goodbye.